What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of TETO. I got my guy Vic with me.
What's going on?
Today, we're just gonna go all around. Yesterday we kind of, or not yesterday, but last time we kind of wanted to make it all about NFL and leave
Fantasy
it there.
focus, yeah.
Exactly that as well, and leave it there. But some things have popped up in the news.
Speaking of that, I we gotta take a moment of silence real quick. We had a great loss in the community. Stream East went down today, officially shut down.
Yeah.
Stream East, they helped us a lot. A lot of,
they did.
in all various sports.
Don't say it too loud, but might get us next.
Oh my God. You're right. But
Stream
hey,
East,
just rest in
man.
peace, Stream East, man. Rest in peace, Stream East. You were saying.
Facts. But yeah, some things popped up in the news that I'm not too excited to talk about.
Like what?
And then we're gonna get there. And then we're gonna touch on a little bit NBA.
Yep.
College football games happened over, this weekend.
No.
And then we got the Crawford and Canelo fight coming up, so we're gonna talk about that as well.
Yeah.
But diving straight into it, like I said, gonna get straight into the big news of the week, man. Micah Parsons is the Packer. Traded to the Packers for 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark.
Major.
Yeah. Major. It's a major move, all right. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you take the
Yeah,
for now.
You described it as, it's like the NFL equivalent of the Luka deal, right? Obviously, it happens to both be from Dallas, both stars, young stars that are obviously they're playing they're in their prime, that haven't hit their prime yet, right?
Right.
But it's crazy, like, it's just crazy that he really got traded and because he's the heart and soul of that defense. You know what I mean? He's a game wrecker. He affects. You just what can you say? Just turn the tape on. And you see how he gets after it, and now him. You just never seen this from Jerry. You know what I mean? Really,
Right.
just like
we do, but
never seen a superstar
yeah,
of that
really
caliber.
get moved,
You know what I mean? They of course they might have their little disagreements in the media, but
yeah,
Jerry ends up paying these guys, right?
right.
But that's the one time, wow, really moved them to the Packers. And so I want to get your thoughts on the trade package, right?
Yeah,
You said 2 firsts and Kenny Clark. I know a lot of people were thinking maybe it'll be similar to the Khalil Mack deal.
right.
But even then, in that Khalil Mack deal, the Raiders got more, in terms of they got some day 2, some day 3 picks and whatnot.
Right.
So, yeah, just what when you first heard that, when you first saw that pop up on your feed, like you were just like, ain't no way, or like what?
Yeah, man, I couldn't believe my eyes. I knew it felt like it was getting more and more likely by the day. So I mean, I didn't think it was inevitable. I still thought we was gonna get the deal done.
Right.
But Jerry let his ego take over. He couldn't take being, I don't know, he just couldn't take it anymore. Just being kind of pushed around and in the office or whatever it is. But I mean, it is what it is, man. It hurts. It's a generational player we're talking about. And the return is just makes it even worse. You know what I mean? I mean, I'll take Kenny Clark. Kenny Clark is a great, one of the best. Great. I don't know about great, but one of the better run defending tackles in the league. So I guess that helps, but it's not Micah Parsons. I mean, we're talking about a guy at 26 years old. You know what I'm saying? And his first 3 years in the league has been an All-Pro type of player every year.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I understand. He has a lot of flaws. Doesn't show up in playoff games. You know what I'm saying? Isn't the best run stopper in the world, whatever. But at the end of the day, he's a game wrecker. You know what I'm saying? And the stats show it. I saw a stat the other day that when he's on the field, we're like, in terms of EPA, we're one of the best defense in the league, like a top 5 defense. And when he's off the field, since he's been, with the Cowboys,
right,
when he's off the field, we're a bottom defense, like a bottom 3 defense. So
we're looking at NFC Bengals, basically.
Basically, that's what we are now. That's what I expect us to be now.
I hope y'all play each other, man.
But it is what it is, man. I mean, it sucks, but we knew that eventually Jerry Jones was gonna fuck this team over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We didn't have high aspirations this year, but we knew that with Micah, at least maybe. You know what I'm saying? There was a slim chance if the offense was clicking, and Micah, like I said, is a game wrecker himself. You never know. But now, I guess we're going all in on the offense. And I believe in Dak, but that defense is gonna be atrocious, man. It's gonna be bad. So it sucks, man. It sucks. I will say 46 M's is kind of crazy for a pass rusher, but I also believe that pass rusher is the second most important position
outside of quarterback.
Personally, to me, because if quarterback is the most important, and you have pass rushers disrupt the quarterback. So at that point, I mean, yeah. So
that's fair.
It sucks, but hopefully maybe Kenny Clark isn't terrible. Isn't washed. I don't know. Maybe
he's a little older, no?
Yeah, he's about 29, 30.
Okay.
But it is what it is, man. It sucks. I've come to peace with it. I've come to peace that we're gonna suck this year and bear down. # rise up. I'm taking my talents elsewhere. So
all right. Bolt up everything.
Yeah, facts. But
Bronco country list, Roddy, everything.
Yeah, and it's like the picks. It's crazy though, because it's just like you traded for first round picks, and if they were like the Panthers or something, it's like, oh yeah, those are top 10 picks. But these are the Packers. They're making the playoff every year.
Yeah, it's gonna be 20s.
You know, yeah, exactly, 20s, maybe even 30s, because like, you know what I'm saying, like Micah has just that much impact on their defense, like, and they've never really had a pass rush. So like now you add him, they might be elite.
That was always their area, like last year, you know, they point to. But for the Packers, not really trying to get too much into them, but now their secondary is their area of concern. But yeah, that's that. Man, Micah really is a Green Bay Packer.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
It is what it is. It's gonna suck week 4. Seeing him on the Packers.
Sunday Night Football.
Sacking Dak for 4 fucking times. Sacking him 4
we're gonna watch that one.
Yeah, we might. Yeah, no. I'm gonna watch the first half, and once we're down 30, I'm turning it off. But yeah. So that's that. Shout out Micah. No, I hate to see you go, but moving on. We're gonna move on it quick because I don't want to stay on it.
Play the sad
so
music.
we have got up to, in the last 2 episodes, we have done 10 teams for the power rankings each week, which leaves us now to the final 10. So I'm gonna just go over the 32 to 10 real quick. So 32, I had the Saints. 31, I had the Browns. 30, I had the Panthers. 29, I had the Titans. 28, I had the Colts. 27, I had the Jets. 26, Patriots. Then the Giants. Then the Raiders. Then the Jags. Then the Dolphins. Then the Falcons. Then we got into the top 20s. So I had the Steelers. Then the Cardinals. The Bears. My Cowboys, which before the trade, this was before the trade. So
yeah, right.
After that, they would probably be down there with like the Jags and shit. But yeah, Niners, Bengals, Texans, Seattle. But remember, during the episode, I moved the Bengals around because reading it off, it didn't sound right. So I think I ended up putting the Bengals 13, and then the Broncos 12, the Bucks 11. Now I'm gonna get this is my top 10 right here.
Here we go.
You know what I'm saying? Let me know if you got some outliers. Number 10, I got the Vikings.
Boo! No.
Number 10,
okay.
I got the Vikings. Obviously, we got to see what J.J. McCarthy is, but you know he got the weapons to do it. He got the coach to do it.
The defense.
Yeah, the defense is obviously going to be top 3, top 5. So, yeah, it just comes down to how
everything
J.J.
but
McCarthy.
him.
Yeah, it just comes down to J.J. It comes down to him, and if he ends up being a good game manager, which you know he always was in college, so maybe
I'm trying to think though. In recent memory, is there a quarterback or a player that's been like set up for success? This, you know what I mean? Like off rip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They revamped the O line. They obviously Hockenson is a top 5 tight end.
Right.
You have arguably the best receiver in the league in Jay Jettas.
Yeah.
Top 1, 2, whatever you want to put and then they just brought in a good, you know, reliable vet in Thielen.
Yeah.
You know, a safety valve there for right
Aaron
now.
Jones, you got a good O line.
Jordan Mason, you know, to help that run. And obviously Jordan Addison, you know, he's in timeout right now.
Right.
But when he comes back,
he's one of the
premier
twos in the league. Yeah.
And you have, like I said, the quarterback whisper and KOC.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, come on, hey.
Yeah, he has no excuses, man.
No excuses.
And I'm telling, and I'm already knowing, like, because we live in Iowa, so obviously we got a bunch of Minnesota fans or whatever.
Right.
And all I hear from them is just like he's gonna be nice. There's no reason why he's gonna be trash, whatever.
There is no reason.
But we know though. Wow. We saw him at Michigan. We thought him getting picked at 9th was a little high. So if he goes out there and is trash, we're gonna be like, yeah, we told you so. while they're gonna be like, no, let's give him another year, and it's like, I mean, obviously you're gonna give a young guy another year, you know what I'm saying, obviously, but you know, they're just expecting him to just be this plug and play quarterback, and it's like, I'm sorry, that's not what JJ McCarthy is. Hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Right.
But they are still 10 just because the team just around them is the coaching, and it's just great all around.
Right.
Moving on, number 9, I got the Chargers.
Okay.
The Chargers.
I don't hate that. No.
This was kind of pre Rashawn Slater injury as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I think they probably don't have the better team all around compared to the Vikings, but I trust in Justin Herbert 10 times more than I trust in, you know what I'm saying, JJ McCarthy. You know, brought in Amarion Hampton. They're a run-heavy offense, so that should help them. Brought in a couple weapons this year, a couple rookies. That McConkey second year.
Right.
So the offense could look good. Defensively, I know they lost Joey Bosa's, you know, washed ass.
Right.
But lost Asante Samuel, still a free agent, whatever. But, you know, still got Derwin James. Who else they got on defense? Damn, they're washed.
They just play good football as a unit, though.
They do, though. They
just more, you know, they don't got big names, but
they're kind of like the Vikings.
Khalil Mack, obviously, old, but he still produces. But yeah,
right. Like the Vikings, they're similar to the Vikings. They don't have the best names in the business, but you know they get the job done.
Right.
Got a good defensive coach, so you know they're always a solid defense. So
for sure,
I would put them number 9, number 8, and once again, pre-Micah trade. This is where I got Green Bay, but post Micah trade, I would probably move them up above the next 2 teams.
Okay.
But I do have them at 8, technically 6. But yeah, I mean they just always find a way. Matt LaFleur, one of the best coaches in the league. Got Jordan Love, you know, very good quarterback. Obviously.
Hopefully he's a little bit more disciplined this year.
Yeah, and he's not just doing dumb stuff. The receiving core, you know, they upgraded it a little bit. Matthew Golden, I believe. And once everybody gets healthy, Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, I think, you know, that'll be a solid receiving core. Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Then you add Micah Parsons to that defense. I mean, yeah, they're up there.
Rashawn Gary.
Rashawn Gary. Yep, they got Rashawn Gary, Xavier McKinney,
right.
One of the better safeties in the league. So, yeah, and once again, they're one of them teams that just don't have the most eye-popping defense, but they're very disciplined, very coached, and you know they come together. They got a top 10 defense all the time. Now you got Micah. So
yeah.
So yeah, number 7, which technically would be number 8. I got the Rams. Coming in at number 7. Obviously, the Matthew Stafford back injury worries me a little bit, but I think if they do stay healthy, I think that is a very elite team. Once again, Sean McVay, you know, one of the best coaches in the league. You got Matthew Stafford, veteran, bringing Devontae Adams to replace Cooper Kupp washed ass.
Upgrade, yeah.
So you know, I expect them to have one of the more premier offenses in the league. And then defensively, you know, they're a young but up and coming group.
Yeah.
You got Fisk, the D tackle, entering his second year. Jared Verse. I don't know about their cornerbacks really. Their secondary. Who's their secondary?
Me and you.
Yeah. I don't know about their secondary.
Might as well.
Yeah, it might as well be. But once again, just one of them teams that just well disciplined, well coached, come together. And yeah. Next I got Washington.
Okay.
And
would you have the Packers above Washington or below?
Yeah, I did. Because I said they would be above these next two teams.
Okay, yeah.
So I would have Green Bay above Washington. But you know, you got Jayden Daniels entering the second year. You know what I'm saying? You bring in another weapon in Debo. We think Debo's not we, but I think Debo's washed at this point in time.
I think he has a little something to take,
in a Cliff Kingsbury offense,
he'll make
where he likes gadget guys. I think it's a perfect spot for him to land.
Right.
And then obviously Marshawn Lattimore's still there. You upgraded the O-line. This isn't that's the difference between Washington and the Texans. You know what I'm saying? The Texans, C.J. Stroud entering the second year, had one of the worst O-lines last year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They upgraded the O-line. So I don't expect, you know, Jayden Daniels to have that sophomore slump or be, you know what I'm saying, completely fall off or anything like that.
Yeah.
I expect them to honestly take a bigger leap. So, you know, defense, they upgraded a little bit. They're still young, but got, you know, a couple guys, a couple vets in there. I got
Dan Quinn at the head. You know,
Dan Quinn,
one of the better defensive minds in the league.
Probably one of the best.
So
yeah. So I got them at
And Bill.
Yeah, and Bill. I guess if they use him, I guess
Yo.
Bill. If they use him,
RB4 came in on that depth chart.
Right, exactly.
But those depth charts only mean
Yeah,
nothing.
the depth charts don't
They
mean nothing.
mean
You know what I mean? They put Travion Henderson RB3. Do we really think Travion was RB3?
I'm starting, bro.
You know? Yeah, exactly. Like, come on. But yeah, so technically I went Rams, Washington, Green Bay. Number 5, I got Detroit.
Okay.
I know, you know what I'm saying, lost their OCs over the summer, but it's still just a team that's just too talented for me to not believe in.
Yeah.
Aiden Hutchinson's healthy now. You know what I'm saying? You got Gibbs, still got Monty, Amon-Ra, J-Mo. I mean, lose a little bit on the O-line, but it's still going to be a top 10 O-line. And then defensively, Aiden coming back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, they're going to be good. Unfortunately, for me, you know what I'm saying? Well, not for me, but I don't fuck with Detroit as much as y'all niggas do. But I think they're a little corny. I think they're a little corny.
How? I'm on road.
Yeah, Amon-Ra is very yes. Amon-Ra is just a talker, bro. Just talk.
Respect
like,
the sun god.
You haven't done. He's cold though. Yeah, he was carrying me in fantasy.
He be chatting though.
He was cold. Moving on though, number 4, I got the Bills. You know, Josh Allen only. You know what I'm saying?
The Buffalo Allen. That's what it should be.
Yeah,
called.
he's Superman back there. Can make any team, you know, a top 10 team. Yeah, I mean James Cook got signed. He's coming back.
I might put like
they got Joey Bosa. They did get Joey Bosa.
I might like the Lions over the Bills.
You think so? Yeah.
But those are close. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just once again, it's kind of just one of those like I trust Josh Allen down the stretch more. Bro.
That's okay. Yeah.
I really do.
Big moment.
Like,
yeah.
Like we know how golf plays, bro. We saw golf played in that playoff game. Like playoff ain't regular season, but you know what I'm saying. Still, and then Buffalo beat them last year. So, didn't they?
At home.
Yeah, they did. Yeah. So moving on. From after the Bills, I got the Chiefs. They're just a team.
Number 4.
This is number 3.
Oh, number 3, okay.
This is number 3. So, obviously not the best team on paper, but one of the teams you just got to respect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mahomes, Andy Reid, you got all your weapons now. Obviously, Rasheed's suspended, but once he comes back, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, they'll have a good little 1-2 punch there with X. So, the defense hopefully can come back, can bounce back. They had a very rough defense last year compared to what they were 2 years ago, but they still got the personnel. They still got Spags.
Yeah.
So, you know.
You can say the best defensive coordinator.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. So I expect them to bounce back next year. And then number 2 and number 1, we already know what these are. Number 2, I got the Ravens. Obviously, Lamar, Henry, Mark Andrews, the O-line, the defense. You said who?
I said Hopkins.
Face ass. This nigga said Hopkins. Yeah. Hell no.
Hey.
Shout out Hopkins, though. Maybe he gets a ring. No ring chasing ass man.
I hope so.
He's on his DeMarcus Cousins run for real.
Exactly.
For real.
Yeah.
But you know, yeah, Zay Flowers, hopefully I don't got him on no team, so I could care less. But he's, you know, in the defense, obviously, always top of the league.
Yeah.
Drafted was it Xavier?
Malchi
Starks.
Malchi Starks and then Mike Green.
Yep, out of Marshall.
Yeah.
So
I like those pickups.
Two good rookie pickups as well.
That tandem with Starks and Hamilton.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good safety duo.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good safety duo.
Roquan
picked up Jair Alexander in the offseason.
Still got Roquan in the middle.
Yep. Yeah, they're stacked. Patrick Queen's gone though. He's on the Steelers. Yeah, he's been on the Steelers.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. So they're stacked. And Lamar, if Lamar stays healthy, he has no excuses personally.
Lamarvelous.
So yeah, facts. Lamarvelous. And then yeah, last but not least, obviously we know the answer. It's Philadelphia Eagles. You know what I'm saying? Just top 3 defense, top 1 O-line, top 1 wide receiver duo, top 2 maybe. Top 2 wide receiver duo. Best running back in the league. Then you got Jalen Hurts. Not necessarily running the show, but you know, helping the lights stay on.
Yeah, so, that's one way. Yeah, that's one way.
Yeah. They're obviously number 1, and they're probably gonna destroy us tomorrow. So
yeah, I can't wait to watch that one.
Yeah, I can wait, but
bro's gonna pick up an extra shift.
Nah, I do work tomorrow. I'm and they're hanging the banner. I'm not watching it. But
how do you feel about that? Have you seen what they're doing? They're like, oh, we're not gonna go watch the banner.
Yeah, bro, they're
like,
just corny,
they're doing too much.
Yeah, bro. Like I just know it was Hurt's idea too. Like,
Mr.
bro,
Perfect.
just literally, bro, just ever since Kobe died, bro. That's what they just I'm not trying to make it funny. I'm just being for real.
I didn't know you were going there.
Ever since Kobe died, they just try to be just all about business. Like, bro, celebrate. You know what I'm saying? Like, your name's in the history books. No need to do all that extra shit. We're still locked in on this year. Like, what? Like, no, bro. Celebrate your victory, bro. Because down the line, if you don't win another one, you're going to be like, damn, I wish we would have went out there.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
should we be in the moment?
Yeah, exactly. So.
But maybe they're trying to prevent the Super Bowl hangover.
It is what it is. They can do all that shit all we want. We're going to win tomorrow, so it's all good.
Well, speaking of corny, though, what about your CDs? He said he's going to be on the field while the banner's going up and use it as motivation.
Shit.
Right.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah.
He's trying to, what is that, Orphan? What are you trying to get the clip?
I don't know.
Get the flick.
He might be. Yeah, the flick.
He's trying to get the
might
flick,
be.
bro. He going to make it a screensaver. I already know he's going to see that.
That's
what Hurts did.
That is what Hurts did.
Yeah.
So Stephon Diggs did too. Stephon Diggs started it though. Don't get it fucked up. Stephon Diggs started it. But yeah. Eagles number 1. There's that. There's that the top 30.
I think that's a pretty good consensus top 10 there. Like I said, other than maybe the Bills, Lions, whatever. Other than that, but for the most part, I think that's very good and within range. It makes sense, where you have the teams positioned at. So like I said, this is all preseason.
Yeah, exactly. If one of them falls off, I'm sorry.
And some trades and injuries weren't taken into account.
Right.
But yeah, no, I think with the updated how you move the Packers up,
yeah,
that's the Packers. See, the Packers Commanders one. That's gonna be a little bit. That's gonna be interesting for me. I feel like now with Micah, those teams are fairly, you know what I mean?
Like even or what?
I think they're fairly even, yeah.
Yeah.
In that sense, so wherever you have, you know what I mean. So
yeah,
it's cool where you got
right.
But,
yeah,
but
you can swap them.
Right.
You can flip them. Yeah, either or. Moving on though, like we said, football does officially start tomorrow. We got the first Sunday coming up.
Yes. So
we're just gonna run through every game, the whole 16 game slate. Run through them, who we got.
Yeah. So we're just gonna track them. Keep you posted.
Yeah.
Week in and week out with our records. So we're just gonna use Sleeper. Hey, Sleeper. Hey, sponsor us. Let us know. Hey, you never know. You shall receive.
Yeah, you never know.
What I mean?
Fair enough.
But yeah. So yeah. All right. So yeah, 16 games. We're starting tomorrow night. Your Cowboys take it on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yep. On the road. Banner night. Yeah, give me the Eagles, unfortunately.
All right.
I expect a blowout.
Then the Friday night game, Chiefs are playing the Chargers. Is this it's in LA, I think.
No.
Is it in Brazil?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Brazil game. Oh, okay. Brazil. But all right, who do you like there? Neutral site game, foreign. Who do you like there?
Neutral site. Kansas City is always good opening week. I'll always get a dub in opening week, so I would lean Kansas City.
Fair enough.
No, actually, could be a problem though.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna take the Chargers.
You gonna take the Chargers?
Actually, I don't know what their next matchup is. I ain't gonna lie.
Right? Why does that matter?
If it's like an L, yeah, it doesn't matter. You're right. They own that division. Yeah, it don't matter.
Exactly.
Yeah, all right. Let's go. Let me get the Chargers. There we go. All right. Divisional matchup here as well. NFC South, Tampa Bay versus the Falcons.
Yep.
Who do you like there?
In Atlanta, I'm gonna take Tampa Bay. I still think Atlanta needs to piece their offense together. You know what I'm saying? Build that cohesion. With Penix at the throne now, so I'll give Tampa Bay this.
Fair enough. Give me. I think Atlanta. I think they go pop out. You know what I mean? Show that like they're obviously said. I hear the needing to take the come together as a unit.
Right.
But I think with the players that Tampa's missing on their offensive side. Yeah. Without Godwin, without McMillan, without even Cade Otton. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, and
I think Otton's playing. I think.
Is he? I don't think he is.
Oh, okay.
So I just think I think that's a little bit depleted. You know what I mean on the offensive side, having to rely solely on Evans and Emeka. I guess you have Bucky too. Yeah. But yeah, give me I'm a believer. Hope in that
no Tristan Wirfs either.
Yeah, in that Atlanta defense, hopefully to be better. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
And then last year, so give me Atlanta there.
Okay.
I think this one we know.
Yeah.
I think we got the same one. Bengals versus Cleveland. I think we both got Bengals.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna go Cincy. Yeah.
That might be a crime right there.
Of course.
All right.
I've always got up to slow starts though, so you never know.
That's fair. I think this year's different.
Yeah, hopefully.
So they all
It better
say.
be.
Then we got Miami and in Indianapolis.
They're split 50-50.
Yeah, it's right down the middle here. It's a coin toss one. Yeah. Seems like this one is in Indianapolis though.
Yep.
So for that reason, nah, I'm gonna take Miami.
You gonna take Miami?
I'm gonna take Miami. I feel like they get off to good starts.
Yeah, they do.
And
they do.
Tua's healthy.
Right, exactly. As long as Tua's healthy, I think they will be above average, maybe. Average team, I guess I should say.
Any worry though with the run game though? With HN assuming he's gonna be on the snap count? Or you think they'll be alright?
No, I think they should be fine. I think they should be fine. And I don't even know if HN is gonna be.
Actually, I'm changing it. Give me Indianapolis, bro.
Did they say he's gonna be on a snap count?
Yes, they didn't say it, not officially. Yeah, because it's calf. You know what I mean?
Yeah, obviously.
We've seen how that goes.
Right.
Give me Indianapolis. Actually, I'm switching it. I gotta ride with them.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Miami still. I think that they just opened. They've always opened up seasons good. You know what I'm saying? We saw a couple years ago when they started out like 3-0 while beating the Bills and the Ravens, I think it was, or whoever they beat. So they always start off hot, and then it all falls down. So yeah, give me Miami.
Fair enough. All right. Then we got here Panthers versus Jaguars.
Yeah, mid off.
Yeah, literally mid off here. In Duval.
Yeah.
Duval. Shout out Lee and Cohen. Hey man, but who do you got there in that matchup?
Yeah, I got Jacksonville in Jacksonville, obviously. Liam Cohen, good new coach. I expect them to put it together. Carolina still got a lot of things to figure out. So yeah, give me Jacksonville.
Fair enough. Did you see any thoughts on Travis Hunter? Like it's kind of like they're making him starting wide receiver, but like second string quarterback.
Yeah.
Is that you think that's like the right approach?
I think that is the right approach.
Okay.
I think I don't know actually. I don't know.
Would you start?
I think I would flip it.
Really?
I think I would flip it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he's. I feel like he could be more generational at DB. Not generational, but you know what I'm saying. I think he can be, very good at DB compared.
He's a better corner than he is.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying. The receiver, you're always gonna put up stats. You know what I'm saying, if you're targeted. But cornerback, I think he can go out there and really lock down. Your number one receiver. So I think that maybe while the season goes on, maybe they recognize that and they do swap the snap count. But I guess it's a good start though.
Yeah, I think I saw they're kind of describing it as like, he's majoring in offense, minoring in defense.
Right.
But who knows, week to week, you know what I mean? Like, let's say, you have the Dolphins coming in, you know what I mean?
Right,
like,
exactly.
Like, hey, we're going to need you a little bit more in, corners today versus, receiver.
Yeah, exactly.
So, or vice versa, whatever,
right.
Team
that
rolls in. So, we'll see, though.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I like Jacksonville as well.
Yeah. Bet.
All right. Another mid-off. Here we go. Raiders at New England. Who do you got there? Obviously, this is the new Raiders. You know what I mean? You got Geno, and you got Geno and them boys.
Right.
Obviously, now hopefully, a lot of high expectations for not high, but for the Patriots. People are like, all right, Drake, man, let's take that. See that second year step and that leap. You know what I mean? They invested a little bit there. They brought in some weapons and Diggs and the rookie Kyle Williams.
Right.
So and also the O line. They drafted what's that old boy's name from LSU?
Will Campbell.
Yep. So, who do you like here? These are two new teams, two new coaches trying to establish their identity.
Yeah. I'm gonna take the Raiders. I'm gonna take the gamble on the Raiders.
Okay.
I think they get off to, a good start just under Pete Carroll with a new coach, or not new coach, but a new quarterback in Geno. Got Genty now, who should help the run game. So. I don't know. I'm a believer in the Raiders just as a whole. I believe they're a team that can sneak in the playoffs, personally. And I think it starts, this week. So, yeah,
fair enough. Yeah, I'll probably go with the Raiders as well. As much as I'm a Drake May homer.
Yeah.
I like Drake May, but I think week one, obviously, there's obviously to be some hiccups, right?
Right.
And but I think
especially considering how young they are.
Yeah, so just getting on the same page, and obviously, with the Raiders, you get the offense a little bit more established in the sense of, like you said, Geno is a vet.
Right.
Brock Bowers had a great year. You know what I mean? I'm sure he's gonna have another great year this year. Jacoby Myers is all reliable.
Right.
They're high on the Thornton. You know what I
Dante
mean?
Thornton, yeah.
They're high on him as well, and
My
obviously
bad.
and he's good. Gene T, obviously, you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah, we know what he is. Yeah.
as a running back, you literally enter the league in your prime, you know,
Right, exactly.
as a rookie. So,
yeah.
I think I like the Raiders going in week 1. Then here we go, Cardinals versus the Saints. This is this. I think we both got the same.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Arizona. You know what I'm saying? Just a better overall team. But they like to lose these type of games. So you never know, bro. Kyler Murray likes to come out in these type of games and throw 3 picks and lead him to an L. So who knows? But give me Arizona though. I
gotta go Zona. You know what I mean? Like, come on, it's still preseason for them. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta get this one.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah.
But also I'm a believer in that defense this year.
Yeah, exactly. Me too.
Brought in obviously we talk about Will Johnson, Josh Sweat they got from the Eagles.
Yep.
They got another Walter Nolan from Ole Miss on that D line up there, and you also have Gannon. You know what I mean? As that,
Yeah, Gannon. Yep.
Getting them boys right. So and Buda Baker's still there.
Yeah, Buda.
You know, so
Yeah,
I'm riding with that Cardinals defense over the Saints. So
yeah.
And here we go. Pittsburgh versus the New York Jets.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers playing his old team.
Revenge
game. This is the revenge game.
Yeah.
This is the revenge bowl.
Yeah.
You know, I said you just mentioned it. Who you feeling here? Odds got it 58-42. You know what I mean? Probability.
Yeah.
Probability, not odds.
I'm going New York, man. Give me
Okay.
New York. I think that they come out here, get this, first game and then lose 3 in a row type shit.
Just
but,
3?
Yeah, probably more. But I think this is a game that they come out and have, a little bit of chip on their shoulder with how A-Rod did them, especially, or even Justin Fields, you know what I'm saying, how the Steelers did him and things like that. So I think they come out with a chip on their shoulder. That defense is still going to be elite. Going to be a defensive battle.
Yeah, this is going to be a defense.
It's a low-scoring game for sure.
I'm not watching that.
But, I'm going to take the Jets. I'm going to take the Jets in their revenge game, respective revenge games.
Fair enough. I think I'm actually go opposite, as much as it pains me, I'm going to go for old. I'll take old man Rodgers. I think he's going to be playing with the chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
In terms of, how you hear that story? They flew him out to, he was like in Cali or whatever at his home, and they made him fly out to New York just to tell him that they're not.
He's cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
He's like, that could have been a phone call, bro.
Right, yeah, that was tough.
So I think he's gonna play with a little bit more, fuel there.
Right.
Obviously, that receiving core, yeah.
Okay, well, both of them.
Yeah.
They got their number 1 guy, and that's it.
Yeah, really. So it's gonna be a defensive battle, but I think Cam Hayward's coming. Tom talked about Cam Hayward's gonna be playing.
Yeah.
T.J. Watt. I think Patrick Queen's gonna return to his old form. Obviously they revamped that secondary with the unction, you know what I mean there.
The unction.
The unction in the back. So yeah, give me Pittsburgh there. Go.
Okay. Moving on then.
Commanders.
Yeah, Commanders. Commanders versus Giants on the road. Taking Commanders. Not much to be said about that. Broncos versus Titans, same thing.
Yeah.
At Denver.
Yeah.
Very, very tough matchup for
that defense.
Incoming Cam Ward. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
not the defense you would have played the first week,
Yep. Feeding them to the dogs defensively. So, I'm going to take Denver there as well.
I think I think this Niners Seahawks game will be competitive.
Yeah, I think so too. They got it pretty close. At Seattle too.
Maybe have one of the best atmospheres up there.
They do, man.
Sam Darnold.
I'm gonna take. I don't know, dude. I'll take San Fran. I think they're the safer pick. I do believe in Clint Kubiak. I think the Seahawks defense as well will be very good this year. But a healthy San Fran, a healthy CMC, you know what I'm saying, healthy Kittle and all them guys healthy. I think that they're still going to be elite this year. Not elite, but above average this year. So
right.
I would take San Fran.
Yeah, that's fair. This is one of those. This is tough.
It is very tough.
I think I'm gonna give it to Seattle. I'm just gonna give them like the little home field.
Bonus. Yeah.
With the 49ers, their departures this offseason. I get it. Robert Saleh's back, and he'll get them guys right.
Right.
But I think Seattle, they're gonna try to pop out a little bit. All right, hey man, like
We're here.
We bring the boot.
All right.
But obviously, I know like Jay said, this is like RNL, so your receiving room. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously, a Cooper Cup and whatnot, a little washed, but not a little bit washed.
Yeah, man.
but yeah, I think I'll give Seattle here. Divisional matchups are always tough to call, and I do like that Kubiak though. I'm big on see what he's gonna do with that run game. But yeah.
I'm trying to find this.
And here we go, another divisional matchup here. Detroit going out with Green Bay. This is
with the new revamped defensive line, I guess.
This is gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one though. Who do you like there?
Man, I'm gonna take Detroit to spoil, the homecoming of Micah Parsons, whatever you want to call it.
His debut,
the debut homecoming. Come on, bro. The debut.
Debut's week 4. Parsons. Is that game in Dallas?
That game is in Green Bay.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, very unfortunate. But give me Detroit to spoil it. I know that they're all up in what they call it,
up in arms.
Up in arms. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, about getting Micah or whatever. But I think Detroit comes in and spoils it. I think they split. You know what I'm saying, down the line. Yeah. I think Green Bay will take the other one, but just this week, I think Detroit comes in and gets a very important W this week.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that one. I think they hear the noise of people like, no Ben Johnson.
Right,
no
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'll be like, we love Ben Johnson, but we're more than just, you know what I mean? Like we're the players out here making, out here actually playing the game.
Yeah, exactly.
So I do like Detroit there. Week 1, even though people do like the Green Bay Packers, but Parsons obviously still recovering from that back, right? Back injury, and they're talking about he might have to get some triathlon shots or whatever.
Triathlon.
but yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. Here we go, another game. Houston in LA to face the Rams.
Yeah.
Who do you like there?
Yeah, I like the Rams in that. I don't know why the odds are so close to me. I mean, I get it. Houston is still a threat, but yeah, their defense is solid. So I mean, I could see it, but as long as Stafford is healthy, I would take the Rams. Just they got off of the line.
Yeah,
I like win in the trenches.
Yeah, I like LA too, and said it just could be how long can that Houston line hold up against that?
Exactly.
That young
pass
rush show,
and no run game as well, probably.
Right. So it's gonna be uphill battle up here for C.H. Stroud in year 3.
Facts.
Hopefully they can get him some help, or maybe some of these O-line are better than we think. But
right, we'll see.
Who knows? But yeah. All right. Now we go. Last 2 games. This might be one of the better Sunday night football. Off rip. This is
they gave us. That's a crazy.
This is maybe AFC Championship preview.
Yeah, exactly.
Obviously these teams have met in the playoffs multiple times over the years.
Right. So
you got Baltimore Ravens going up to Buffalo.
Yeah.
To see Superman themselves, Josh Allen and the Bills. Who do you got there?
Man,
they got a 50-50.
That's as 50-50 as it gets.
Right.
In Buffalo, I'm gonna take Baltimore. I still am gonna take Baltimore. I believe Derrick Henry obviously went insane versus Buffalo last year. And I believe that they're a little healthy. Buffalo's a little banged up. You're finally getting James Cook back from the holdout. Khalil Shakur is still recovering from that high ankle sprain. So, yeah, I'm gonna take Baltimore.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's just tough.
Very tough.
But yeah, I think we have to go Baltimore. As much as I want to say Buffalo, I think Baltimore. Especially right now, starting. If this is a mid-season game. It's a different conversation.
Right.
But for today, what it is, I think Sunday Night Football. I think Lamar gonna pull up there. You have my MVP.
Exactly. Yeah.
You got my MVP.
Yeah, facts.
So but yeah, give me Action Jackson and the Ravens there.
Yep.
That should be a good game.
Right.
I hope that's a good
He'll
game.
kick off his third MVP campaign right.
There we go.
The best way possible.
And Monday Night Football,
yes,
NFC North. 2 teams that so we talked about it a little bit earlier, but we got Vikings versus the Bears.
Yep.
Is there who you lean? And the probability here, they got 53% Vikings.
Yeah.
40% to the Bears.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Chicago. I think Chicago comes out, and really establishes their offense. They're also the type of team to come out here, start the season 3-0 and then miss the playoffs. You know what I mean? But Yeah, I mean, playing a tough defense on the road in your very first game, similar to Cam Ward, who we were talking about. Like, it's gonna be rough, and no Jordan Addison this week as well. I believe in KOC. I believe in Brian Flores as well, but I think Chicago just has too much weapons, a good defense for where Minnesota is week 1.
Yeah,
so
that's fair. For me personally, I think I'm gonna go Minnesota. I think I think I don't know. I'm just listening to my gut there. On that one, I do think they will split though.
Yep, me too.
I think JJ McCarthy's gonna be carried by his by this cash. You know what I mean?
Thanks.
I think they're gonna put him over the top here, and it'll be close. I think. I can see it being kind of like a defensive. You know what I mean? Despite what these offenses are potentially capable of.
Right.
I think this being maybe like the first half being a defensive, masterclass and popping off in the second half.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, we'll see though. But yeah, I'll take Minnesota there. But yeah. So we made there's all 16 picks.
Yes,
we'll check in with you next week to give our records, because obviously we had different picks and whatnot.
Right.
And we'll see how we fared and whatnot. But yeah, let's keep it pushing. Yeah. All right. Okay, so that's it for NFL.
Yep.
So now, obviously, like I said, week 1 college football just wrapped up. There were some big games, some movement on that top 25. So let's get after it here. Is there anything that stood out to you? You know what I mean? Like, let me just run through it, like the top 10, or what do we do?
No, I mean we don't have to
do all that.
We don't have to list them all. Yeah, y'all can look them up for yourselves.
Right. I got Google.
Right. We can just go over it. You know what I'm saying? Our notable movers or
fallers.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Some people that you feel like don't belong where they are. And I'm gonna start with Texas. I think putting them all the way at 7, I feel like it's kind of disrespectful, just a little bit. I think
a little harsh.
Huh?
A little harsh.
Yeah, a little harsh. You know what I mean? I think that you got Ohio State number 1, and obviously they're the defending champions. And you go to Columbus, and you lose in a 1-possession game. You know what I mean? And it wasn't just like, I will say Ohio State was kind of dominating most of the game for the most part.
Right.
But they still kept it close. The defense still kept them in check. And yeah, I still believe in Texas. I think that, that's what we're going to touch on next. I still believe that they're perfectly fine. I believe that they should still be above Miami, above Oregon, above Georgia, maybe right there at that 4. Is kind of where I would like to see them. But yeah, I think that a lot of people are overreacting off of that off of that Arch Manning performance. I still think they're a top team to be respected.
Yeah, I think my biggest thing was was Miami.
Yeah.
Obviously they started as 10, and now they're top 5, right? And I was a little bit, I was skeptical. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, did y'all lose everybody? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
You literally lost the number 1 draft pick. You know what I mean? You lost your top receivers. Things like that. But now they came out there and they looked good.
They did. That
defense looked improved compared to last year. You know what I mean? So I gotta give them their respect. Carson Beck. Obviously there's a little fall off. Was it the third quarter? And they got a little slow there.
Yeah.
But before that,
they started choking the lead a little bit.
Yeah, but then and then obviously they came back and they held it down for them. You know what I mean? And they took care of business. So Miami top 5. Hey, respect to them now. I was surprised to see they moved up that much though.
Yeah.
But understanding how they penalized Clemson.
Right.
They moved them 4 spots down.
Exactly.
Notre Dame moved 3 spots down.
Obviously Texas moved 6
spots. So I see there's a team obviously that benefited the most from that. And whatnot. But yeah.
Yeah. Another team that is FSU, man. I mean, to go from unranked, and you did beat who at the time was a number 8 ranked Alabama. But to jump to 14, and we kind of touched on it outside of it, like, I asked you, like, is this like a case of Alabama being trash, or is it FSU really just like they just had a down year last year, now they're back? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And you told me it was kind of a mixture of it.
Rebuild / reload. Yeah.
Right, yeah, and they put them all the way up at 14. So I mean, I gotta tap into them. I like Tommy Castellanos, the game he was having yesterday. But not yesterday, but Saturday. So 14 though, I was just like a little shocked. I thought they would give them like
20s.
Yeah, a little bit 20, maybe like right next to Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
19, 21, and then we'll see what you do down the line. Maybe beat another ranked team or whatever you got to do,
Yeah.
and then start moving you down. But to just jump them up to 14 from unranked, I don't know, man. It's week 1, you know.
It's week 1, right?
But we'll see that. We'll see how they fare.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, Alabama though.
Yeah.
Alabama, man. Oof.
That was rough.
That was yeah, that was bad. That was bad, and how Ty Simpson looked, you know.
Yeah, that was rough.
And whatnot, and now they're calling for DeBoer to get out of there. You know what I mean?
Who's that?
Kalen DeBoer, the head coach for Bama.
Oh.
So you know they're freaking out down there. You know what I mean? They're trying to get him up out of there.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's week 1 though. But that's bad.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially to losing that manner too. You know what I mean? Obviously on the road, but this is they're right there like, all right, come on, you know, like show them why you Bama, right?
Yeah.
But nah, I think they have a lot to address there.
Right.
And,
They definitely do.
So, but yeah, I don't know. Like Alabama, they might. There's gonna be this season.
Yeah.
I would love to see a Bama Hard Knocks. You know what I mean? That'd be team. Just want to see what's going on there and how they're approaching it. But it's just so hard though. You know, I feel bad in the sense of for Kalen DeBoer.
Right.
Like, how do you follow up Nick Saban?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
You know
You
what I
got
mean?
big shoes to fill.
Like the biggest.
I was just gonna touch on that too. So I think it's unfair for them. I think that, and even then, like I think they could still bounce. Maybe I don't know about bounce back.
You know what I mean?
I don't know about bounce back because Ty Simpson was looking very bad. You know what I'm saying? And just the O line, the trench work was looking rough. But maybe FSU is that good. Let's say FSU is that good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they climb up to be a top 10 team. Then it's like you look at it like, oh yeah, well we lost to a top 10 team. You know what I mean? And you know, string some more wins together and beat some more ranked teams like y'all did last year. And maybe I'll get gifted, you know, and pushed back up into that top 15 range.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'm not a Bama fan. I could care less. I hope they're out of the top 25. But as a Bama fan, I think that, you know, they can be a little bit patient. And maybe if they do have a down year, you know, it's Alabama. So they'll bounce back next year, I'm sure.
I'll give shout out to LSU though. Going on the road to Clemson and winning that game.
The clamps on Cade. Clamps on him.
So yeah, I didn't know what to expect from LSU on that defensive side.
Yeah.
But hey, man, they went out there.
They was doing their thing.
They had the 1-0 T-shirts pregame.
Yeah.
And they stood on that though. So
did.
respect to LSU. You know, obviously you gotta assume they're gonna be formidable, but they looking like, you know, they could, you know, Nussmeier and whatnot.
Right.
They could be, you know, they'd be dangerous. So they can be dangerous down there. But yeah, Iowa State number 16.
Yeah.
Moved up 6 spots.
I don't know. Yeah. See the thing with the AP poll is that just at the end of the day, you're always gonna go by who they played in front of them. But at the end of the day, if we played Alabama, we would get crushed. You know what I'm saying? If we played Tennessee, we would get crushed. Right. If we played, that's probably about A&M is pretty good too.
The Oklahoma?
Like, nah, fuck no. We would get crushed. But I saw Zachariah Branch was actually hooping.
For Georgia?
Yeah, for Georgia. I don't know why that came to mind for Oklahoma, but yeah, I saw he was doing his thing. So shout out him. But yeah, so it's a week by week thing, and I get that it's about who you play and your opponents. But yeah, I think lucky sneaking at 16. But
Cyhawk game this week.
Yeah, Cyhawk game. We'll probably lose. And then,
hey, chill.
And then move us back. Yeah, facts. We gotta get turned.
Those games always are like those games are the most unpredictable.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because it's just rivalry.
They're predictable in the sense that it's gonna be close.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other than like.
But Iowa didn't look too good either. You know what I'm saying? Their quarterback looked very rough against Albany.
I know he's shaking off an injury thow.
He is.
Yeah. So.
That's what they all say when they suck. That's what they all say when they suck. My shoulder hurting. Like what?
But yeah, all right. But
shout out to college football.
You want to talk about Texas struggles real quick, or?
I mean, I kind of already touched on it a little bit. I mean, I know that's your area, but I'll just piggyback a little bit from what I was saying. I think people are overreacting on it. Especially Arch Manning. You know what I'm saying? He did miss some throws, but you know, you threw him to the dogs. You know what I'm saying? You threw him to Ohio State, who has probably the best defense in the nation, on the road in Columbus. You know what I'm saying? And
It's not an easy place.
First road game. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he'll get better. I think if they played Ohio State down the line, it would have looked a lot different.
For sure.
I 100% think. I 100% believe that. And I still believe in Arch. I still believe that he'll be a good quarterback. And they'll just need time to gel, I guess.
Week one,
exactly.
No.
Let's not overreact.
But yeah, no, he said, yeah, nothing else to add. Yeah, no. But all right,
shout out Arch.
Yeah, transitioning now. Said we'll start talking about some other sports, right?
Yes, sir.
Talk a little about NBA. We'll talk about the off season a little bit and whatnot. Right. But yeah, let's get into it, man. NBA, obviously the off season training camp starting here soon for them.
Yep.
Let's go through. Give me some teams that you feel like are the most improved. Entering this new season.
Yeah, so I think the most improved team, or the team that had the best offseason to me, would definitely be Denver. I think, you move off of MPJ and his big contract. You get Cam Johnson, who's a better version of MPJ, essentially.
Yeah, more efficient.
And cheaper.
Yeah.
And cheaper as well. You have
less controversial.
Huh?
Less controversial.
Yeah. More focused on basketball. You know what I'm saying?
That's tough. That's
you had a backup center in Valanciunas, who finally decided to stay in America. Yeah, Bruce Brown. You had who else?
Tim Hardaway.
Tim Hardaway Jr., another shooter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To a team that was already dangerous. So I think they definitely
took the champs to 7 games.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So I think they moved their chess pieces the right way this offseason, and they're going to be a force to be reckoned with next year.
For sure. For me, I'm surprised you didn't say it, but I gotta say your Hawks.
Really?
Yeah.
Like most improved though? Like
I think so.
Really? Okay. I respect that.
I gotta respect them. You know what I mean? They're
okay.
Y'all were perennial playing team, but
per usual.
But now you know what I mean. You went out there. You got Kristaps. You got Nikhil Alexander Walker.
Right.
You got Luke Kennard. A shooter. A good, very reliable spot up shooter there. You drafted Asen Newell out of Georgia, another solid, rotational.
Yep.
Yeah. He's more big man.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, he's got like the Clint Capella, like.
Oh. Okay.
So like, he take those when Okongwu.
Okongwu.
I can't even. He's African. I can't even say his name.
Okongwu.
Chino Hills, bro.
Yeah.
ASOS, he'll be back there. You know what I mean? Just a supplement, couple minutes here and there.
Fair enough.
I like the moves that y'all made, and I think this takes y'all from fringe playoff team to top 4. I like y'all top 4. I think y'all can make it push for top 4. Okay. I think Eastern Conference Finals is definitely in a possibility. And obviously if the chips fall your way, injuries and matchups, playoff, finals, bro. Who knows? Obviously that's what I mean. Anything is possible. Exactly. We just saw the Pacers go to the finals. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. In that East, in that depleted East.
So yeah, I think I gotta give Atlanta. You know what I mean? Finally giving Trey some help.
Right.
Surrounding him and positioning him for success.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, I liked our offseason for sure, but I think that just Denver, just the way that I feel like they're just like not necessarily constructed, but it was like they knew that they had to go get somebody and go get more pieces.
Yeah.
I think they did a very job in that, and like I said, moving the chess pieces around. Moving to the next one though, I want the best. What do you think was the best needle mover for a team? Like any move besides KD, because obviously we know KD elevates that Rockets team. What move do you think elevated the team, whether it's to a whole new tier, or a whole new bracket, or just whatever you think, just one move that just elevated the team the most, moved the needle the most?
I think I have to say I'd love to look at Orlando.
Yep.
I have to look at Desmond Bain going out there. Obviously they gave up a haul,
Yeah, they did.
Orlando gave up a haul to get Desmond Bain. But if you looked at that team, what was their struggle? Shooting. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And you get a premier shooter. You know what I mean? So I get it. You're willing to pay that price,
right?
For a guy who is could have went and just gotten like some cheap shooter, but
exactly.
But like you want to rely on this guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think for Orlando that takes them into like all right, we're trying to take that step forward as a unit.
Yep.
You know what I mean? We're not just trying to be second round exits. Or did they make this?
They went first, right?
I was gonna say right. Yeah, that's fair. I think now they're trying to all right, we're trying to go for the second round. We're trying to go for the conference finals, right? Obviously you have the foundation there with you have Suggs, you have Franz, and you have the main man Paolo, right? So and Wendell Carter's not too bad either as your center. You know what I mean? And they have some other young pieces.
Silva.
Yeah, they say some other young pieces there that they're all right.
Right.
They're all right, man.
Yeah.
So I think getting Desmond to fulfill that need, and that offensive spark, I think that's gonna be a big move for them.
Yeah.
In the long run and help their odds.
Yeah, I had the same thing, Desmond Bain. I think that you look at that Pacers team, how it was constructed. I think he fits in perfectly. I think you put him at the 2. You still got Jalen Suggs. You know what I'm saying? Still gonna have a top defense. Now you got to score, another score. You know what I'm saying? And Desmond Bain can put the ball on the ground too. He's not just, you know what I'm saying, a spot up shooter.
He's not just sitting in the corner.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he can, put the ball on the ground like I said. And you kind of touched on it all. Pause. Just a match made in heaven for him. You know what I'm saying? You need a shooter. You got a good shooter. And
great shooter.
Great shooter. So I'm excited to see what they look like this year. I think they'll be right there, top 4, top 5 seed, and hopefully make some noise in the playoffs. So
that's fair. Yeah. Is there any other moves though, like caught your eye, or like, oh, okay, that wasn't bad?
What do you mean, like
in terms of like needle movers?
Oh, needle movers.
You know what I mean?
Besides KD, I'm not saying no Aytons, bro. Like, nah. I will say, I don't know if it. See, I don't know if it moves the needle because it all comes down if he's healthy. But I do think Lonzo to the Cavs can definitely change that. Yeah. I think that you finally got your defensive guard, you know what I'm saying? And we know what Garland is, we know what D. Mitch is, but they never had that backcourt that could defend, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That they had a Coro or whatever, but like he's more of a wing. And then obviously we know what the front court is defensively, but you never had that guy that was like, go out here and guard Brunson for us. You know what I'm saying? Come out here and guard Trae Young for us. And now they got that and Lonzo Ball, and obviously we know what he is as a playmaker as well. If he stays healthy, it all comes down if he stays healthy. Very big if. Yeah. But if he does stay healthy, I think that is a very big move for him. You lost Ty Jerome, replace him with Lonzo Ball though, and I think that's a win.
Yeah, so. I mean, for what that team needs, you know what I mean. Yeah, it is that that defense, right? But also the facilitation as well.
Yeah, exactly.
So I do like that, and you can play him with either. I like the idea of Ball with Mitch. You know what I mean?
Right.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
But it can work either way though.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah.
Yeah. All right, moving on. And you probably got the same answer as me. What do you think was the best fleece in terms of what was given up for, I'm saying, whatever trade it is? What do you think?
I think I don't think we got the same one. No.
What are you gonna say?
Best fleece in terms of what this team needs. I think Valanciunas. Valanciunas getting traded for Sarge straight up, because you just needed somebody to come in and just play. Just hold it down while Jokic is on the bench.
Yeah, that is true.
That was always their biggest, weakness.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm not saying.
See, I tweaked because I thought they just signed him.
No,
I didn't know they traded him. Okay.
Yeah, it was a 1-for-1 deal.
Yeah.
It was a salary dump move for the Kings or whatever.
Right, but they needed that.
Exactly. For what the Nuggets needed, for years, it's always get Jokic a backup. You know what I mean?
Right.
DeAndre Jordan was just out there in Denver, just chilling, collecting checks. You know what I mean? Like he really wasn't when he got on the floor, bro. You know what I mean? Like you could tell, he's on the wrong side of 30.
Yeah, when he was on the floor, you knew Jokic was gassed. There's no
absolutely,
bro.
So, but now with Valanciunas, he's capable. He's capable, big. You know what I mean? Obviously, they're gonna be worse. He's gonna be all right. You know what I mean? For what they're gonna ask of him, it fills a need. So, and just getting it for just straight up. A guy that's just sitting on your bench, like
the back end of the bench.
You know what I mean? Like. He's just playing tic-tac-toe back there with the rookie. You know what I mean? Like, but now that was my favorite. Low key, just like I don't say fleece, but you know what I mean. Just for what that team needed. But yeah.
Right. Yeah. See, this is what I saved my Hawks for. Because I think that just getting Porzingis for Niang and Terrence Mann is what? Why would you
Niang, bro?
Niang. Literally though, like getting Porzingis for Niang.
Didn't he get traded again?
Yeah, and then he got moved. Was it in the Simons deal? Nah, it was in they traded for a second-year player. It was like Jaden Watson or damn, I don't remember his name when you say it. But yeah, in terms of just the best fleece and what
Utah, bro.
Yeah, Utah for It's like Jordan Hawkins or some player like that.
So, pull it up here. Live research.
Facts.
They got him for R.J. Lewis Jr.
R.J. Lewis,
a rookie, not even a proven.
Yeah, that's bad. One of them type of players. So to move, you know what I'm saying, to move Georges Niang and Terrence Mann for Porzingis, and obviously the health is a big question mark. But when Porzingis is on the court, you know what I'm saying, he's an all-star perennial type of player. You pair him up next to Trae Young. We never tried Trae Young with another big man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think this is, you know, a match made in heaven for him. Gave up essentially nothing for an all-star. So not an all-star, but almost all-star. So I think that was the biggest fleece, if we were to be real. I didn't know that Valanciunas went for Dario Saric, though. I didn't know.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
I see. Yeah. I do like that idea, though. Obviously, you know what I mean. We're seeing in the league that the two big man system is the way. Obviously, but it's having like a traditional big.
Right.
You know, you're kind of your rim protector.
Exactly.
You know, just rim running. You know what I mean. Get your lob threat. Then having the one that can step out. You know, maybe have a little bit more in their bag. You know, can shoot a little bit, whatever. So I do like that dynamic.
Facts.
But one more move, though. The only reason I didn't say it initially is because like it's not gonna impact winning at all. Is with Norman Powell going to Miami. Miami basically gave up like I think a second round pick in Kevin Love. You know
who'd they get?
It was a it was a 3-team trade.
Who'd the Clippers trade for?
They got John Collins.
Oh, it was a 3-way.
Yeah, it was with Utah. So like Kevin Love got sent to Utah.
I forgot about John Collins.
So you know John Collins went to the Clippers, but getting the all-star level, Norman Powell. You know, underrated player.
We give him the keys, you know what I'm saying?
So, especially in Miami, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, I do like that move for Miami. I mean, they'll probably be, 6-7 seed. But and I think that's a good, underrated, not giving up much, like literally giving up an aging, dinosaur, bro. Like,
exactly.
So,
damn.
Shout out to Pat Riley. You still need to maybe retire, but what do I know?
Thanks.
But yeah.
Say that. All right, and then. Last but not least, the best under the radar move, maybe move that most people probably don't even know about, or maybe they know about it but didn't pay much mind to it, or whatever it is. Just the best under the radar kind of move, the best non-mainstream move. I feel like maybe we'll say that.
I guess I feel like I kind of talked about it there.
With the Cavs.
I guess I'll say mainstream.
I mean, like
those are kind of mainstream in the sense, but like
you know what I'm saying. Like I'll give. You want me to give mine?
Yeah.
Like I said, the Knicks. I think the Knicks.
Okay.
Grabbing Jordan Clarkson from Utah, and then Ucelis, or how do you say the nickname?
I can't even say
it. Ucelis. Y'all know. Y'all know what I'm talking about from Philly.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was a very good move for them. They were always a team that played the starting five for 48 minutes, and that was it. So now you get some depth pieces to help those guys out, and I think that will help them in the long run, so they don't get gassed out by the playoffs or whatever it may be. I think that those two little but big pieces do help the New York Knicks in a big way.
Yeah.
So like Lonzo is another another. You know what I'm saying, little pieces, little moves like that.
I'm just trying to think of moves like for example, like when you first said it, I was like Miles Turner to the Bucks. So I'm like, that's not really doing anything. Jordan Poole to Pelicans, like that's cute. But
I forgot about Jordan.
You know what I mean? That's you see Zion out here posting up, thinking he's looking like an unk, bro. Like he's not taking ball serious, bro. Like, so I'm not even worried about the Pelicans let alone beating in the West. But I'll say I like Ty Jerome to Memphis though.
Yeah, I thought about that.
I like Ty Jerome to Memphis there. We see he'll be in an expanded role in Memphis. So I don't think it's gonna push him over the edge or anything. But I think it's a good piece to have in terms of especially for the deal that they got him for.
Right.
So I think that'd be I like that move, Ty Jerome out there.
And Jaw's always hurt.
So somebody can shoot, somebody can score. Yep. Some passing there as well. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah. Memphis was always good when they had Tyus Jones backing them up. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They always, I felt like, did better with a backup point guard. And now you got that in Ty Jerome. So if Ja goes down, which he likes to do a lot, Ty can come in and play a big vital role for him. So that was a decent little pickup too.
Speaking of Tyus Jones, I think he went to Orlando. I think he signed a 1-year deal with Orlando.
He was a free agent.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. But actually, hold on.
That's
I
a
gotta
good
move.
too.
I gotta move. Low key move. Luke Cornett to the Spurs.
Okay.
I think.
There you
Okay.
go.
See, I gotta start thinking a little
There
bit.
you go,
I didn't have that one written down. I don't know.
There you go. That's a good one.
I
Yeah.
like Luke Cornett to the Spurs. There, you know what I mean. You know, you want him to be the backup to Wembanyama. Do you want to play them along together? You know, move Wemby to the 4,
Right.
allow him to play a little bit more outside. You know, on the offensive side. I think that's a good move there. And obviously, Cornett's nothing special, but like, you know, on the floor, you know, he's not bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, he was doing all right for the Celtics. You know, Missoula trusted him for a reason.
Right.
So he has, you know, that championship caliber, you know, that peggree, is, you know, I like to say. But also, it's good to have a vet in the locker room, especially that a young Spurs. You know what I mean, with a rookie head coach there. I guess he's not really a rookie because he took over last year when Popovich had the health problems. But first, you know, it's really your team now. But yeah, I like Luke Cornett to the Spurs there for not even a bad deal either. So yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
You know.
I didn't think about Luke Cornett too. That's definitely a good pickup. Big always needs, you know what I'm saying, a backup or another big.
Yeah.
They never had that down there, you know, in the 2 years that he's been there. So maybe that helps him out
For sure.
That's a good pickup. It's a good pull.
Yeah. Or would you say? I'm starting to think of like some other ones, like
yeah,
Finney Smith to the Rockets.
Yeah, that's a good.
I think you know he'll be decent. You know what I mean? He fits that culture, that identity that Ime is going for down there.
Oh, what about Ayton? Head ass.
That's the podcast, everybody.
What about Marcus Smart, bro? Lakers fans, bro. Stop. It's over with, bro. I mean, you touched on it, John Collins. I completely forgot about that. I think that's a move that went under the radar.
Brooke Lopez is out there too.
Yeah, Brooke Lopez as
well. Up,
Zubac. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they're one of them teams, kind of similar to the Nuggets. You know, limited chess pieces, but y'all moving them around, to you know, get better and also younger on top of it. So
hey, speaking of the Clippers, though, hey, you saw that story about Kawhi?
What?
So apparently, you could look. It literally just broke like today. He was getting a fake endorsement deal. Yeah. With like this tree service, all alleged by the way, tree service company. They paid him like 28 M's to do nothing. But apparently but here's the thing though, the owner of that company, Steve Ballmer, he's the owner of the Clippers. So they're trying to say it was a maneuver for the cap. Oh. Yeah. So give him like
so give him an endorsement deal.
So give him an off court sponsorship, right? For 28 million. But he doesn't have to literally found out he didn't have to do anything.
So it's basically just under the table.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
The only reason they got exposed because like this journalist he was doing like he was just like I don't even know. He had a lot of time on his hands.
Yeah, got bored.
Shout out Pablo Torre though.
Bored as hell.
But like this company, this fake tree service company, they got sued, right?
Yeah.
Or they filed for bankruptcy, and obviously when you file for bankruptcy, you got to like list like you know the creditors, debtor, you know, and things like that.
Right.
And they found you couldn't even hide it, bro. It was like KL2 LLC. Who
yeah, come on, bro. Yeah, that was bad.
So it was like hold up, $7 million. And then they realized they got access to like the papers and the financials and whatnot. Somebody leaked it, and also all allegedly, you know what I mean?
Right, allegedly.
But yeah, 4 years, $7 million per year. Like that's crazy. Yeah, that's how they're paying.
They done caught Kawhi. So, it's over with.
Hey, if I was the owner though, like
why wouldn't? Yeah, who wouldn't do that?
So.
You know what I mean?
So it makes you think that, like, you know, what else? You know, who are the owners do this? You know what I mean? So yeah, obviously this story just broke like this morning.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, but yeah, I don't know if what they're gonna do, what the league's gonna do about it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but yeah, man.
They gonna put a punishment on the tax or something.
Something like
that's crazy though. Damn.
Yeah, but
you gotta do what you gotta do.
I stopped Bradley Beal to the Clippers.
Yeah, Bradley Beal as well. Clippers, you know. Like
that's the real unction, though.
Yeah, that's the real, and Chris Paul,
I forget.
Real unction right there. Hopefully, Chris Paul goes and gets him one, but you know, you never know. You never know with that team. So
should have went back to OKC.
Facts. Moving on though, we're gonna move away from NBA. You know.
Yeah, we'll talk more.
Yeah, exactly. As the season comes around,
you probably do the power rankings for that too, though.
We definitely, we can do that. Every 10 teams. We can definitely do that. Yeah. Moving on though, we are gonna get into our last topic of the day, which is boxing. 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Or we got. I forgot to add Jake Paul in here. We're gonna talk about that a little bit. Because
Talking
I
about
got
Jake
announced.
Paul boxing.
Yeah,
But this time,
tank boxing, really.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna talk about real boxing first,
Yeah.
and that is Crawford versus Canelo here in 2 weeks,
Alright.
next Saturday. Not this Saturday, but yeah, next Saturday.
Mm.
Man, we've been waiting for it, man.
This is one of those fights. Like, you kind of heard the rumors. You're like, yeah, it ain't happening.
Right, exactly.
But it's like,
you gotta see it to believe it.
Yeah.
It looks as real as it can get right now, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. Hopefully Crawford can come out here, but
there's a lot working against him.
Yeah, there is, man. The odds are definitely stacked up against him.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in his talent. I believe in his skill, but
Yeah.
the size and just the experience just leans in Canelo's favor.
Yeah.
And I would personally take Canelo if I was to put money on it. But don't be surprised, though. You know what I mean? And this isn't no easy work for Canelo. This is not that. You know what I'm saying? This is not Canelo's going to knock out Crawford. No. Like Crawford, Canelo's never knocked nobody out. But regardless, you know what I'm saying? This is not just an easy fight. This is something that, you know what I'm saying? This is big. This is huge. This is... I can't wait for it, man. Right. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this fight. Should be a good one, but yeah, for some people, obviously, like I said, our biggest concern is moving up in weight.
Right, the weight.
You know what I mean? Yep. Especially at this age too. You know what I mean? Like
almost 40.
You know, right? So that has to be a factor and whatnot. But I'm glad that they're both a little bit older in the sense that, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, he was, you got a younger guy. You know what I mean? You just fought him. He was way too old. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And obviously they're on the back half of their careers. But I like this. It should be a good one. I saw Canelo's up there. He's sparring with Boots, to prepare. And I know these people are like, oh, we got him figured out. Figured out.
Boots
but
is not Crawford.
Yeah, he's not there. Yeah, his Boots is not. Yeah, very simple as that. Do they do a lot of things? The same. Is his game kind of similar to Crawford? Yeah.
Right.
But
they just look alike.
There's levels,
Yeah,
there's levels at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to this fight. Can't wait for them to beat Dave and Buster's.
Yes, sir.
The guys watching that one. But yeah. We could, yeah.
Set the phone up.
Yeah. You can't record. Get out.
literally. That'd be decent.
But yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to it. Like we said, I'm sure we both hope Canelo can pull it out, or not. Crawford can pull it out. And just, yeah, man. It's just, it is kind of annoying seeing the fans because they just think that just Canelo is just the best ever, and it's just like he is beatable. Like, let's not act
we've seen it.
Yeah, we've seen it for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like he is beatable. And he's not just, unstoppable at all. So the weight worries me.
And after he went up, though, then he started doing the cupcake fights.
Yeah, he did.
After Bivol got him.
And his last fight has been versus boy. What was the last fight?
He had this last one.
Raheem, or what was the dude's name?
The dude was running though.
I know the dude was running. Yeah, exactly. But
you don't even remember.
Yeah, it's like, and it's just like, what fight in the last, let's say 3, 4, 5 fights from Canelo has really just impressed us so much, whether it be the name, whether it just be how Canelo looked, for us to be like, oh yeah, like he's just unstoppable. You know what I mean? Like Bivol put the pause to him, and Bivol's great. Bivol's a top 10 pound for pound fighter. But you know what I'm saying, that was kind of the first competition since
that was a real comp.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, since like back then I get since Plants. And Plant's nice too, but like they're on a whole different tier. You know what I mean? So like, and Crawford's on that tier with Bivol. So it'll be interesting, and it's also fair to say that Crawford hasn't fought nobody but Spence after a car crash and Sean Porter. But he's I don't know. He's just the eye test for both of them is just what gives everybody hope. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be scary, man. My heart gonna be racing when it go down. But I'm praying for Crawford to pull through, and we'll see. But moving on next to the bullshit fights, the bullshit boxing.
Yeah.
This
one caught
the
me
TV boxing. Yeah, it caught me
YouTube
off guard
boxing.
as well. And that is Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis. The fight has been announced. Is it November?
Yeah.
Yeah, to take place in November. Yeah, very upsetting.
I want to know because you're a big Tank guy. You know, that's your man. And obviously, we know the last fight with Roach played out and in that manner. But now to see him like just like
pivot,
not even like get not a rematch or even like like pivot in this manner. You know what I mean? And go for I get it. You know, he's always been about the money. That's one thing about Tank. He's always been about the bag. But it's like, damn, you could have got a bag. If you want to fight Garcia again,
right? Exactly.
You could have got a bag. Fighting Haney,
even Roach, even the Roach rematch was on the table.
So maybe I think it's kind of like, is this him just wanting to get a bag without the risk? You know what I mean? Or what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah,
man?
I think that is what it is. He's just like you said. I think he's as the years go by, I feel like he is less and less and less cared about the legacy, and has been more focused on the bag and just getting his chicken and getting out of there. And he's touched on it a couple times about him retiring and things like that.
Right.
There's always been fights on the table, Shakur, Haney, all of that, and he's always avoided it. And like I said, as a Tank fan, I can admit that's just I don't know.
It's damning.
It's just I don't get it. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? I guess, but I don't know, bro. It's just a terrible way to represent boxing in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like
being one of the faces.
You have to be one of the faces, one of the Mount Rushmores over the past 3-4 years. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? As a boxer,
must watch TV.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Must watch fights. Yeah. And you go do this. You know what I'm saying? It's when you have all these guys lined up, it's a little underwhelming. But I will say, I hope Jake Paul gets knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
I don't know if he will. The size is
it's crazy.
Strange, but
yeah, it's like 40 pounds. 30, exactly. Pounds,
but it's like if Tank, it's like this is what Floyd was doing when he retired. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Conor,
like the Conor McGregor,
the gimmick fights,
or like the gimmick fights, like
he fought Logan Paul.
Find Logan Paul and Deji. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
shit like that. That's what you do after you retire,
right?
Because you already established yourself as great. You know what I'm saying? They can't take nothing away from you. You really look for the bag, but to do this in the peak of your powers is just that. It's just I can't defend personally.
And now, especially if he does actually walk away,
right?
You know what I mean? Because I know he's talking about he has daughters and he's trying to I don't want to be fighting,
right? Exactly,
or whatever.
Because he has that fire in him,
right? He's trying to be gentle, soft, whatever. It's just like he'll always be like he'll always be able to be like, what could have been.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean? As far as legacy wise.
Yeah.
But I get legacy doesn't pay the bills. You know what I mean?
Don't.
You can't go swipe that belt at Target, you know what I mean? But it's just
that's the thing too, is he's been primed, he's been in a position where he can get legacy and money at the same time.
Yeah, big money.
Shakur versus Tank is one of the biggest fights you can make on the planet right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're gonna get probably your biggest payout that you've ever had your whole career for that. And if you do beat him, you know what I'm saying? Shut everybody up. I don't think it would be Shakur. Like, even though I'm a big fan, I don't know if he would be Shakur. But like, if he did go, you getting both. You know what I'm saying? You getting both. And I don't know. I think he is a little afraid of that one L, because that's what boxers do. Yeah. Take that one L, they kick you to the curb. Right. You know what I'm saying? I don't like how they do that, but that's just how they do it. You take that one out and you're kicked to the curb. You're no longer great, no longer this. So I get
everybody's
it.
Floyd.
Yeah, exactly. But everybody's not Floyd. So I don't know.
All the greats have losses. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But that was in a time though that you didn't have a choice. You got to fight the best of the best.
Yeah, exactly.
And they respected you more. And I think, in a sense, I feel like part of me is like, obviously that's how it should be.
Right.
You should there should be the respect. Like, hey, you went out there and you fought so and so.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you did, maybe you lost, but at least you went out there.
Right.
But now it's like, now you're going to get ridiculed for it.
Yeah.
You're leaving money on the table. You know what I mean?
But to an extent though, I mean, you look at a guy like Spence. Spence, I feel like gets more applauded for taking the fight than anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he got his ass whooped for 10 rounds or however long the fight was. But he gets applauded because it's like, you still went out there after a car crash, mind you.
Right.
And still went out there and tried to fight Crawford. You know what I'm saying? And
you gave people what they wanted.
Respect. Yeah, exactly.
You gave people what they wanted.
But then the boxing world, people can respect that. But I don't know. Just I will say, when you're losing your ones to like Rolly, like Ryan Garcia, you know what I'm saying? You lost to Rolly, or Pitbull lost to Jose Venezuela. Then it's like, okay, now we're we're kind of fraud checking.
It's the quality.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now we're like, okay.
But if you lose to Shakur.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, but you lost to Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know. Maybe that's just not his thought process. Maybe he just wants to retire.
Get the money. Yeah, I mean,
get the money and get out. But it sucks. It definitely sucks defending him. I mean, you really can't defend him. I feel like Oscar with Canelo now. You know what I'm saying? And the David Benavidez. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been going with Idris. Idris is one of our homeboys for years about how I think Tank would be Shakur and Shakur don't want none of this smoke. Like, obviously, it's like, you know, jokingly. But like, you know what I'm saying?
Well, truth in that.
Because Shakur's his guy, Tank's my guy. And for him to do this, it's like immediately, oh, look at your dude. Look at your guy. And I'm just like, yeah, see, bro. Like, it's just hard to defend him, bro. But hopefully, you know, he does, maybe wins the fight, whatever. And then goes and maybe gets a top dog, maybe. But do I think that'll happen? Probably not. Yeah, it feels like he's completely checked out. But I guess we can just pray for it, hope for it. But Tank, you let me down, brother. You let me down with this foolishness. You're greater than this, man.
You really are.
Greater than this. Really, genuinely though, you are. Genuinely.
Yeah. See, I would have understood this a little bit more, like you said. You know, back to like the Floyd thing. Like, let's say he was like 36, 37.
Right, exactly.
But like. He's what, 30? He's 28, 29?
Yeah, 29.
Come on. Come on. There's so many trilogies you can make out there. You know what I mean? Imagine. But we're not Tank. You know what I mean? We don't know what he's going through day in, day out. You know what I mean? Well, anyways, he beat that though, right? Didn't they drop it? They dropped the charges?
They always do. I don't know what
but, you know, despite all that, we're not a legal podcast. But yeah. This is unfortunate. Yeah, we'll be tuning in and watching that. Jake Paul verse.
Unfortunately, is
there a catch weight, or they're just like
I don't know. I literally
is there a rehydration clause for Jake,
weight,
or what is it like?
It is,
or it's like you can't go above this certain weight, but even then though, it's like Tank's what 5'5",
right?
5. What?
But I mean, like he's also still the favorite, but that's just because he's just so much more skilled. It's just like it's a close favorite because of the weight, but like we know that Tank is just like. Way more, just like it's not even close. Like
miles better.
Yeah, like it's not
day and
close,
night.
So. Yeah, man. Rough situation, man. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, he can make up for it and give Shakur right after or something. But we'll see.
Hopefully, you can't go out like that.
Yeah, you just can't, bro. Moving on to that was our last real topic. Now we're just gonna do something for fun, real quick.
Bringing it back
and bringing it back
officially,
and give y'all. You know, like I said, football starts tomorrow.
Yep.
So obviously they have Futures Week on FanDuel last week or whatever it was. So all the futures came out. I did a lot of digging, did a lot of looking.
Okay.
To see what I liked. And I got a little. I feel like this is gonna smack.
All right.
When the season is over, when it's all said and done, we're gonna look back and be like, duh. Obviously that was gonna hit.
Yep. Welcome to RB Bets.
Welcome to RB Bets. First off, I will say I got this bet for baseball. That gets all the awards all the way back in, what's that say? January 20th.
Got some track record.
Aaron Judge to win an MVP. Shohei to win MVP. School to win Cy Young. Paul Skeens to win Cy Young. Just throwing it out there. $2 or $400. They're all the favorites right now. Okay. That's a crazy schmack. Let's be real. Which is why the NFL one's going to smack.
I'll say this, though. I got to give him a preference. You did also have the other futures. You had like the NBA one that.
Oh yeah.
It was going to hit. It was going to.
Yeah.
But Tatum obviously went down. Yeah. Wembanyama, they pulled him out there. Yeah. So he has a track record.
The futures. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a future specialist.
I'm a futures demon. It was that slip was, it was Dodgers to win the World Series, and this was like before the playoffs even started, like a couple months before the playoffs started that year. Dodgers won the playoffs. UConn women's to win the national championship. Right. And then what else was it? And then Thunder to win the Eastern Conference or Western Conference Finals. Celtics to win the Eastern Conference Finals, and obviously that happened. And another one that was Shea had been before the season started. SGA to win MVP. Vic to win Depoy, which obviously he got burnt.
He was on pay.
As soon as he got hurt, but his shit was minus 5,000.
He was on pay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the Celtics to win the chip, which obviously that didn't happen. I would have cashed out the first round probably. But Vic got hurt.
But
so
just gamble with money. You're okay losing.
Nobody's
telling you to do anything. Exactly. This is just what he's doing.
This is a healthy addiction over here.
All right.
Don't
The one word you can't use.
What you mean? What you mean?
A healthy addiction.
It's a healthy addiction.
It's not an addiction. It's a habit. You know.
Yeah, facts. Is that what he's calling it?
There we go.
I
There we
guess.
go.
Yeah. So yeah.
Gamble responsibly.
Gamble responsibly, for real. So this is the future, the ultimate future. This is like This is insane. This is a Hail Mary.
Okay.
But just like you can just use the leg. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I like that leg, and then put it in your slip. But tell me who's selling this, right? Bijan Robinson, 10 rushing touchdowns over the course of the whole year.
No,
it's free, right?
Yeah.
It's free.
Yeah.
That's what his line is at.
Mm-hmm.
Bucky Irvin, 1,000 rushing yards.
Yeah. Bell cow.
Right, bell cow.
Mm-hmm.
That's easy. This is kind of Dak Prescott.
That's who's selling it?
Right.
He's selling it.
Dak Prescott.
Right, here we go.
4,000 passing yards. It's a lot.
They'll be
Just
paying
think
from
how much
behind
we're
though.
gonna be throwing.
Yeah.
We're gonna be throwing 50 times a game starting tomorrow. We might throw 60 tomorrow. We don't know. We gonna be throwing.
That's
so,
that. Nah, I like that. Yeah.
Dak 4,000 passing yards. Josh Allen 30 passing touchdowns. Now listen. Here's my explanation to this. Josh Allen had 28 passing touchdowns last year.
Mm-hmm.
In his whole career, that was the most run. That was the first year he never had 30 passing touchdowns. By the way, and mind you, that was the most run heavy he had ever been in an offense. That was his most run heavy offense he has ran up to that point last year. Do they do that again? I don't think so. I think they're gonna throw the ball just a little bit more.
Joe Brady get him right.
And yep, exactly. So 30 passing touchdowns. Now, the next three are just straight up 1,000-yard receiver guys.
Okay.
All right, just 1,000 1,000 receiving yards. JSN.
Yep.
Cortland Sutton.
Mm-hmm.
This is like this. If I was to lose it, it would be on either this or Dak getting hurt. MHJ. 1,000 yards. MHJ.
It's realistic.
It's realistic, bro. Like it's just like it's up to Kyler, man.
How much did he have last year? 8 something.
I think he had.
Like,
I don't know.
Maybe 850 or something. I think
It
somewhere
might
around
be,
there.
I don't know,
But,
somewhere around there.
but he missed like 2 games as well. So
yeah, exactly. But Kyler, get your guy the ball. You know what I'm saying? He's the best receiver on the team. Fuck McBride. MHJ, he's a generational prospect. All you gotta do is just give him a chance. Just give him 10 targets a game. 10, 12 targets a game, and he will hit that with ease.
Yeah. So
it's all in the hands of Kyler, but that's a Hail Mary though. That's
Cobra Kai.
I was bored on some board shit.
Yeah.
Had a bonus bet. Put $5 in to 800.
Hey, Lotto.
That shit is not hitting, chat. That shit not hitting. Somebody's getting hurt, but
cash out here.
You know what I'm saying? Facts. But yeah, that's the future. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Just some crazy shit. Let me see how much Marvin Harrison had last year though.
We'll do well. I think it was like 8 something. Yeah.
It was. That's 22. What the fuck? 885 yards.
Okay. Yeah.
8 touchdowns in the rookie year. Missed 2 games. 1,000 yards just seems free. 7 targets a game. That is trash. Kyler, bro, you gotta talk.
Nobody else.
No,
besides
like,
McBride.
Bad, bro. You was throwing to Rondale Moores, or not? Rondale Moores even on the team.
Michael Wilson.
Yeah, Michael Wilson's in DeMarcado or whatever, the backup running back. DeMarcado, like
everybody but MJ.
So, Kyler, lock in this year, and that's gonna smack. But
stay off the Call of Duty.
That's just some, huh?
Stay off the Call of Duty.
Yeah, facts. Get off Call of Duty, or maybe get him 1,000 yards before Call of Duty or something. I don't know. Like,
there you go.
That's possible, but
Call of Duty comes out what? Is it
like October?
October.
Yeah, that's cooked. 250 yards a game for the first 4 weeks.
Who says no?
Fuck it. But nah, yeah, that's just some little fun bet shit I just threw in. I cooked up, but I don't bet for real like that no more. But maybe now that football starts, I'll get back into it. But yeah, that's the episode for you guys today.
Yeah.
Spoke over everything, NFL updates, football updates, basketball all season with that quickly approaching as well.
Yeah. And
then some boxing things. So just touch on a couple things. Next week, football will be underway completely.
Yep.
So we should have a lot more to talk about in that alley.
Some reactions, some surprises, things like that.
Yeah, exactly, things like that. So. Yeah.
Fantasy football team updates.
Yeah, fantasy football team updates.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Get a bust up. Nate, week 1. Hate to tell you, I'm coming for you. Who you play week 1?
I don't even. I'll play Marcus.
Yeah, must be nice, bro. Must be nice. Shout out Marcus though. I'll see you Saturday, bro.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen, bro.
But yeah,
Drake may tear this deal.
Yeah, going up this weekend. Who do you got? Cyhawk weekend here in Iowa. It's the biggest weekend of the year. So, what do you got? Iowa State or Iowa?
I'm a rock with Iowa State, man.
There we go.
Rock with Iowa State. I think Iowa just wobbly. They trash.
Real. All right. Roll clones. We'll see you on the next one.
All right, SU. Woo. All right, we out of here, y'all. Peace.